How is everybody? Happy Passover and Easter. Happy holidays. Holidays because people say, hey, what do we have holidays for? Why do we need to celebrate? But you know what? We're celebrating the memory. The memory of yesterday. Forget about what actually happened, whether the rabbit and the bunny rabbit for communication, chocolate and sweet. What do all these things mean? What does it mean, an egg to you? A rabbit puts out an egg. An egg for me is a packet. It's communication. If I remember correctly, rabbit is number 72. Egg is CGG, which is part of communication particles. So we have the egg, 577, 17, breaking and entering. Imagine a rock falling to the earth. Boom, bang, smash all over it. And then the rock opens up and a human being comes out. They did that in Terminator. Okay, now what I want to talk about also is horses sometimes can just walk, but instead of walking this way, forward, or just backing up, they can sort of walk sideways. Um, the word ED or the letters ED, helped, raked, something of the past. He's already helped, he's already raked. But when you're naked, that ED is for, you know, NA, North America, KED. The KED, the KID, the electronic diversion angel. The ED is not added on for naked. Nothing. Everything is taken off. Anyways, I talked about that. I want to talk about the Magen David. You see the Magen David here, right? XXX, XXX. It doesn't matter which way you make this X, okay? It's the same thing. Inside the X is O and O, or we create the 8. So we have V8, and then the N if you want to look at it upside down. Just for the brain, I'm doing this. You want to talk about 159? Look at your telephone, the angle, 159. That's actually saying 44444. We went over this already once. You talk about 357, we're just talking about 222. So 242424, right? Creates the chevron. This is this design. If it was on the highway, it means keep a distance between the chevrons. So when you put a V out, it's from the top to the bottom and keep the separation. Something for the mind. The last part about this video is going to be on numbers 3 times 33, which is mass, and 3 times 11, which is 33, and 9 times 11, which is 99. Now, okay, now we're going to get on to something very complicated. We went to the rabbit. We had the rabbit 72, RIBIT, 4, IT is 29, the IT system, Venus birth, plus 4, 5, and 18 is 23. So rabbit is 52 and not 72. So rabbit equals to now the numeric value for breaking and entering the Q on Earth. That Q is like a dot and then an arm that goes all the way around. You know the way you see the Q? Q, never Q without you. The finalized English language. First we started out with a plain ordinary circle, and on the circle we put some numbers just to keep tabs, and once you keep tabs you put a little line on it and you turn this all the way around. When you're building, you don't see the final outcome unless you're drawing it real quick on a map, the final outcome. Egg is almost like pig. It's 577, which is 17. The total of 17 and 52 is 35 and 69. 52 and 17. 52 minus 17 is Electric Company, 35. Herbie the car, Volkswagen for life. VW, 22nd and 23rd letter equaling to 45, which is the trench hole. If you have a trench like this, you put water in it, flows in one way. There's a propeller at the end that turns, cranks the arm on the side, and power is ignited. And we see this sign when we put the pig on the spit. What can the pig on the spit mean? Well, Electric Company. Put the pig on the spit, it turns around. The pig is part of the sky system. It's the, the radio frequency. right? Well, it's that 97.7 radio frequency. The PIG is 797 is PIG, and that's how I relate this. And PIG is a total of 23. And the total of 23 will be hot and cold, red and blue, creation of AC/DC. And I'd have to show you this in numbers. And I'm going to show you the basic balance of numbers. 3 times 11 is 33. 9 times 11 is 99. 3 to the power of 2 is 9. 11 goes into this, will create 0. So anything 0 is showing you we match up. It flows in the circle, right? Now, when you have 3 and 11 is 14, minus and plus 47, right? This will be the relative contact. 7 by 4, 28 cycle. 7 plus 4 is back to your 11 again. Cycle of 11. 1 and 1 is 2, means it's going in between. If we have a circle, so we would have an element here and an element here, and it would be going all the way around. This one would be following this one, although this one would run a greater distance. This one would run the smaller distance. Although they're matching up, right? The distance we're running is actually on here. The inside is guided by the outside. The outside one moves, moving the inside around. 33.99. From top to bottom, right? You start out with a 2 up here, you end up with an 8 down here. But until you get to the next one, 8 plus 3 equals 2 again. 8 and 2, 8, 2. The next one in the center will be 5, 8, 2. This one will be 4, the center will be 5, this one will be 6. And then the next one over here will be 6, and the next circle over here will be 5, the next circle over here will be 4. This 6 and 6 will be 12. 1 and 2 will equal 3. Okay, so we'll have 4, 2, 3, 8, 4. Do you follow what I'm saying? What happens is because we're connecting this cycle to the next cycle. When we connect the next cycle again, okay, when we connect the next cycle again on this side, okay, this one will say 5, this one will say 6, 5. I'm just trying to 6 and 6 come together. This cycle over here will say 4 and 4, right? So this one will become 8 on this side, and it'll become 3 on this side. 3 and 8 is what creates the church, and here's the top of the steeple. Of course you're lost. I'm very hard to follow, but that's fine. Not only is 3 plus 11 14, but 3 minus 11 equals 8, and this is now the understanding of the red sun. And where do we get to? 9 and 11, 1 and 1 is 2, 1 times 1 is 1, 1 and 2 will create your 3. That's your creation. So anytime you see 11, it's actually your creation of 2 and 3. Where do we get 3 and 2? Well, here's the beginning of your creation. 3 times 11 is 33. The word is mass. Where's the 81? The 81 is the reverse in the alphabet. Start at 26, end up at 1. Start at 1, end up at 26. The total is 27. 3 letters. 3 by 27 is 81. The difference between this and this is 48. The word sun venue. The mass telling us about the sun split. Jupiter is 99. Mass is 33. Uncle is 55. The spirit numbers. The spirit number is 91. Spirit equals 91. In the USA, they say the spirit of 76. The spirit of 76 plus 15, which is Mars, equals to 91, and minus 76 from 15 is 61. The Church of Mars equals 30 in our creation. 7 times 6, 42. 7 plus 6, 15. 1 times 5, 1 plus 5 equals 6 and 5, 11. 3 times 2, 3 plus 2, 6 and 5, 11. This will equal to the white wolf. Now, it's just numbers, and it means, what does it mean? What does it mean? I need to sit down and see what you're working with. 9 times 11, 9 minus 11, right, equals to 2. 9 minus 2 equals to 7. 1 plus 1 equals 2. We now have 7, 106. The split of the church and the birth in Venus. 4, 20, and 12. Creation of the Father. Where do I get this? Because in French, in order to get 92, okay, in order to get 92 in French, you have to say 4 times 20 plus 12. There's your 2012. That is your birth in Venus. Venus is 91 plus the one spirit. 91 and 92 go together. And you know what's funny about that is 9 times 8 equals to 72, and 9 plus 8 equals to 17. It's a perfect match. Now I hate this video. I couldn't explain anything in this video other than I'm bewildered by the numbers. 117 is the gateway. 9 times 2 is 18. 9 times 11, 1 and 1 is 2, equals to a total of 99 and 18. 81 equals to the numeric value of Venus and the reverse alphabet of 81. You add these together is 117. You minus it, you're back to Venus. Here you're at the gateway. Now you have 1 and 1 is 2. We have 27. 1. This is the game of craps. The game of craps talks all about this. And we're just going to keep going all around our numbers, talking about the red sun, talking about 9 and 2 again. Look the way 9 and 2, 9 and 11 is 20. Add it. We have 11 and 9 again, the same way we started. We have 7 and 9 in the minus value, telling us the gateway, 7 and 9, which is a gateway in the clock world, 60 plus 19. Artificial intelligence run by the clock. Megabytes per second, gigabytes per second, by the second, by the minute, by the second. Everything is calculated. Where do I get this? Because in French, they tell me to get to 79, you need 60 plus 19. To create 19, you need 13. 1 times 3, 1 plus 3 equals 3 and 4. 3 times 4 is 12. 3 plus 4 is 7 and 12 equals to 1905. Electric company. This will continue on to say 109 in the multiplication star system. I don't know where I went over here. C&E, before the creation, also telling us any craps. It's her world inside of Uncle, CLE, right? CLE. UN is the clock. UN is the clock. 7 and 7 is 14. The 14th letter is N, your birth. 1 and 4 is E, the E world. 1 plus 4 is 5. 5 and 4 is the sun. 777 is 21. It all comes from 7. 7th letter is G. G-U-N. 3. 1 and 2 is 3. 1 and 4 is 5. 3.75. Movement of the clock. Movement of the clock inside creation of the moon. 2 plus 1 is 3. 2 times 1, 2 plus 1 equals to 2 equals to 3 equals to 5. 3, 1, 3 is that creation and movement of 7. Everything around 1. When you look at this paper, all you're going to really see, the reality is this. Either it's 1 block or 4 blocks. If it's 4 blocks, these 4 blocks will be a group of these 4 blocks, and these 4 blocks, and these 4 blocks, and these 4 blocks. These 4 blocks equal to a total of 16, right? But in the reality, it's 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 1, 3. Artificial intelligence. Reading from one and telling the other. Everything is noted and known before anything happens. Before you get the information on Google, Google has the information given out to somebody before you have even received it. Computer to computer, highlighting or giving you a 404 space, Trojan horse, something is wrong. Anyways, a whole lot of numbers. I'm not sure if I talked about or said anything at all. I want to thank you for watching this video. And normally, 1 out of 100 will come to the end of one of my videos. And none of my videos are watched 100 times. So go figure. Thank you for watching.